part of the Buzz team. I personally think that every single one of us should be a part of the Buzz team because what do? We bring the buzz. Ken, you're first. So it's all about getting the word out about the Dallas Junior Chamber. And so we promote all of the awesome events, get the word out about the chamber. But tonight is all about all of you. Who's with me? Yeah. Okay, so tonight is going to be one of a 2 series, and that's about getting awareness out about your personal or professional brand. We personally think that's one and the same, but tonight is all about the awareness factor, whether you're working, for yourself, whether you're working for a company. It's all about that promotion, and so we'll talk about kind of, the different ways, online and offline, where you can get the word out no matter what you're doing. The next meeting, we're going to be talking about your personal brands. So we're going to have a challenge. Everybody want to hear what the challenge is?
Yeah.
Sweet. Yes, I love it. So responsive tonight. If you can check everything off this list by the end of the year, we're going to do something really special for you guys.
So we did a survey at the last member happy hour. I don't know, Tia, you were there. Chris was there. I jokingly harassed people at the happy hour, asking them one question: are you friends, or would you willing to be friends with your boss? So,
would you add your boss on Facebook?
So a little less than half the room. So would you say maybe or consider it?
No.
No. Just a couple people. So hard no, raise your hand. Okay. I'm not friends with my boss on Facebook. If he requested me, maybe like fine, but I haven't reached out to him. So funny enough, I surveyed how many people? 47 people. 23 people said yes. So more than half the people said yes. 21 people said no. 2 people said maybe. Which I thought was kind of interesting. I thought I was going to get more no's than yeses. So I just kind of want to open this up for discussions.
So my last boss, well, the boss before that anyway, requested me on Facebook. It was great. Perfect.
Okay.
In the position that I'm in right now, it's a virtual team. It's, we're not that close, and I don't feel like it would be a genuine intent to get to know me as a person. More of, what is she doing in her life? So, I don't think that it would actually help me professionally. If I thought it would help me professionally and there was a genuine interest in Tia, of course, but that's just not what I feel at the moment.
I understand. Who said they weren't friends with their boss on Facebook?
I am, but it's funny that you bring up this question because I've asked people about this before, and my rule is, like, when I'm working in that professional setting, I'm not friends with my boss on Facebook. But after I leave that organization and start a new chapter, then more often than not, I become friends with a lot of colleagues that I work with.
I understand.
So I don't know if that's true for other people, but that's just been my own little written rule for myself.
Okay. Does anyone else have a different perspective?
I mean, I am friends with my current boss on Facebook, and it kind of goes to my opinion of social media, though. I don't put anything out on my social media that I wouldn't be perfectly fine with my boss seeing.
Yeah. So the reason that I'm doing this is because we think that social media, as Sarah, Socially Sarah, so that's her brand, and I call myself Outgoing Olivia. We just came up with that. Yeah, no, you'd like that, Kathleen. The reason we do this is that social media is so prevalent, especially in our generation, and there are ways to use it, and there are ways to abuse it, honestly. And I think it's really open for discussion, depending on your profession, your personal beliefs, how to properly use it, and how to use yourself professionally or personally. And we're going to go into that more in the next meeting in August. But what I'm trying to get at is how it is that you can promote yourself on social media, on Twitter, on LinkedIn, on Instagram. There are ways to do it, but there are also ways to do this in-person stuff. So you see on the flyer that we've got, things that are kind of in that online column, things that are in that offline column, and all I have currently in the both column is your resume because you're lying. So there are a couple of things. Sarah, do you want to?
Well, what's interesting as the Buzz team was getting together to put together this list, online was easy, right? We're like, all right, promoting your brand, social media, that's kind of a given. Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twittergram, all of it. Online publication. It's a thing, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
You're busy.
The kids are doing it. YouTube. Who has a YouTube channel in here? Really?
Okay.
That's awesome.
What do you do, Brett?
I'm a teacher.
You're a teacher?
Yes, I work in education.
What's on your YouTube channel?
Say it again.
What's on your YouTube channel?
Kind of embarrassed, but it's called Slam Scent. So it's basically a channel where I review different fragrances from different cologne and perfume houses.
So cool.
That's awesome.
The niche fragrance is Amouage Reflection.
From cologne and perfume
That is
houses.
so cool.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
We're eating that up. We're like, that's so cool. That's so cool.
Well, yeah, but yeah, that's what it is in a nutshell. So I also have to
discovered it?
say it again.
Your students know about it?
No.
They do now.
And podcasts. Who's been on a podcast? Yes.
I listen to
Shameless
lots of-
plug, please come on DJ CC on air. 'Cause we have a podcast and we want to feature each and every one of you on our podcast. So reach out to us. But again, with the Buzz team, the online portion was pretty easy to come up with. The offline portion was hard. We're like, what are these offline face-to-face things, interaction that we can do to promote ourselves like back in the day? And we really struggled to come up with this. So business cards, let's think about business cards as kind of really how, we're at these networking events. Something that we came up with is change your business card to a personal business card. So everybody should have a personal business card. Put your face on it, a pretty picture, because then when you're out networking, people know who you
Face your
are.
name.
That kind of leads to build a website, have a
just did
personal
that.
website.
I just did that.
I would love to call out Allie because she's got her adventures with Allie because she wanted to do something more, right? She's got an awesome job, but she's like, I have so much to say. I want to build a brand. I'm not quite sure yet what it's going to be, but let's just start blogging about it. And she's created a website, and it's just really inspiring to see overnight how quickly Allie has taken her personal brand, and she's getting all these awesome opportunities. People are approaching her because she is now a personal brand. That is a soapbox because we're going to talk about that more on the next meeting because every single one of us are going to have a personal brand. Are you with me? Yeah. Yes. Okay. So let's talk about who attends conferences and events. Those are great ways. Yes, all of us, face to face. Again, promoting what you're doing and connecting. Hobbies and meetup groups. The Dallas Junior Chamber. It's a great way to get your brand out there. Shameless plug. Kent, help me out here. What do you feel is most important when it comes to the offline brand? Like, let's pretend like the internet didn't exist, right? Facebook Live didn't exist. What would be the most effective way that you would get your message out there? What would you do?
One thing for me that's been really effective is industry association. So I'm in PR, so Public Relations Society of America. It's been really effective so that people know who I am outside of my organization, and then that's how I network to get my hopefully next job whenever that happens.
There's nothing that replaces that face-to-face, because we can be friends on Facebook, we can be friends on LinkedIn, but how well do you really know those people? So you never want to forget about the face-to-face like the Dallas Junior Chamber,
And you don't
right?
want anything that's incongruent, that's inconsistent, that whatever you're putting out online is inconsistent with what somebody experiences in person, right? So you meet somebody at a networking event, if they see something different, or you present yourself differently online, that's where questions start developing that you run into trouble.
Absolutely.
And I think alternatively, it's a way for you to really show who you are in person in a positive way. I mean, I'm a very talkative person. A resume can only go so far, so I think on the flip side, it can really boost you. Another thing we talked about is just being involved in the community. I'm on a volleyball team. I actually got involved through the chamber. We had a volleyball team at one point. We ended up kind of spilling it over into our own team. It's just literally something that I like to do, and I played volleyball when I was younger, but never really was like great at it. But I've actually gotten okay. Pretty good.
Our team went intermediate this year.
We went intermediate. We didn't do great, but we're still playing.
What does that mean?
Yeah, so it's been a really awesome opportunity. So think of it that way. I mean, there's other things you can do to promote yourself, even if it's not professionally. I mean, I am a co-captain, so it's a leadership opportunity, and I swear to God, I put it on my resume. I was like, I'm a co-captain of the volleyball team. It shows my well-roundedness.
Leader.
Why not? So that's another thing to put yourself out there offline. Another thing we talked about was writing books or blogs. I mean, which is online, but you can relate to it offline.
Print it out.
This will get into the
What'd you say?
You're so smart.
print it
So
off.
smart.
That is a thing. You print it off. I mean, I've written poetry. I need to put it out there, but I've written it. Putting industry-related articles, magazines. Putting your expertise out there. That's another way that's offline or can be put online. That's another one of those both categories.
And that will kind of dive into what our next meeting will be about. So if you're sitting there thinking, well, gosh, Sarah, what would my personal brand be? Again, you are unique. Each and every one of you are unique. Your expertise, your skill set is unique. So you have a different viewpoint than anyone else in this world. Gives me chills. So again, you're all your own personal brand. So think about even all the expertise that you have in your field right now. You know, you're gonna see it differently than anyone else. So I wanna inspire you that you could have your own, you know, start off with a Facebook page. I started off with Social with Sarah because sociallysarah.com was taken. And the other Sarah, I hunted her down. I literally emailed her and I'm like, I want to be Socially Sarah. You haven't used your website, girlfriend, since 2010. Can you please relinquish the keys to sociallysarah.com? No, she didn't email me back. I was willing to pay money for Socially Sarah because I was so in love with that.
How long did it take for you to get that website?
I just got it. She didn't renew it, so I just bought it. So I'm Social with Sarah that redirects to sociallysarah.com. Thank you very much.
Yay!
But again, I didn't even know what my brand was going to be about other than, okay, I like social things, I like social media, I like socially, I don't know. So I'm still developing my own brand, but I was really excited about it. And yes, I got the domain name, and yes, I'm blogging once in a while. But again, okay, where I was going with that. So I started.
She's very passionate. Wow.
Start your Facebook page. Make it a public figure page. Name it something. You're an industry expert in whatever you are, and it could be food, it could be jogging, it could be whatever, and you can morph your brand any way you want to. But I'd love to inspire you enough to just go for it. Just go for it, and let's use you as a case study. For this next meeting, please.
We're going to try to use a positive case study.
Like, can you enlighten us? You know, what inspired you to start your YouTube channel? Because that's your brand.
Super interesting, yeah.
Really cool.
I've just always been kind of fascinated by like haberdashery and grooming and things that go along with that. And so I felt like going into fragrances was an easy way for me to have a YouTube channel to discuss something that I'm really excited about. So I basically review different perfume and cologne houses. So like it can be a niche brand or it can be a designer brand because a lot of people don't know the difference between the two.
And you're passionate about it.
I'm very passionate.
He's passionate about it. Start with your passion, and then it will morph into something just like we all change and evolve and grow. You know, your brand will do that too. So don't think about doing it tomorrow. Do it today. Do it tonight, just like Allie did. I mean, she's like, I don't know what it's going to be, but let's name it. She didn't even have a name for it. She remember we're driving in the car and we're like, what would it be? What would it be?
Yeah.
Just start blogging about stuff. Just get in that habit. And if you don't like to blog, Instagram is a great way to start that process, right? You can start an Instagram. All this stuff is free, guys. So you can just, you know, start liking things, posting things, and that will inspire you to kind of get your word out there, and then we can use it as a case study.
Am I right? Getting at? But really, this is not about us. This is about you and building your personal or professional brand. Like, we just brainstormed Outgoing Olivia the other day, and I was like, oh my god, wait, I just came up with something.
Have you started your Instagram then?
No, I've been busy.
But
I'm gonna do it.
If Outgoing Olivia is taken, we can do outgoing.olivia.
No one better have Outgoing Olivia. I'll find her.
Someone Google it. Someone Google it. Look it up, guys. Look it up.
We're getting off.
Okay, sorry.
This is on track. This is on track.
LinkedIn as our case studies. So I'm